Where's my project timeline? I need it today, right now. I got a meeting in 20 minutes.
I'm still waiting for the update you were going to give me.
Oh, great. Well, that's great. And next time, why don't you just try reminding me? Devra, this copy still doesn't work for me. My notes are in the margin. Would you just fix it, please, again?
Okay, whatever you want.
Carl, hello? Why did you tell Scranton we can't get them 100 units by Friday?
Because we can't.
You know, I don't want to hear can't. We can, okay? Always, we can. We run a can-do team down here.
Can do.
Have you made a decision on the conference location yet?
No. No, what are my options?
Dallas, Chicago, Sacramento?
Sacramento. I've never been there before. All right, everybody, let's start getting serious. We have a deadline.
We have a deadline. Yes, sir, Captain Jim. As soon as I update my resume.
How am I supposed to read this? Can you read this?
I'd love to help, but I'm busy lying to the customers.
Sacramento. Thanks. Sure appreciate you looking over my 2 weeks of research.
I don't think those were quite the reactions I was going for. The one thing you don't get to do as a leader is watch yourself lead. But what if you could? What if you could somehow magically be on the receiving end of your own leadership style? How would you answer this question? Would I follow me? Most of us who are in leadership positions, in whatever business we're in, at whatever level, are blissfully unaware of how the people we lead really see us. We have only the faintest appreciation of the many ways we turn people off. That brilliant display of leadership you just witnessed was me, 5 years ago, running my first division. I remember when I started that job, I had some very set ideas about what a leader is supposed to be. For starters, I thought that a leader's basic job was to tell people what to do. Alex, I need those updates entered into the system today if possible.
I normally don't enter these to the end of the month. Then I really need it until then.
Well, I need them before then. Is that a problem?
No. I guess not.
Deborah,
Yes,
did you set up that meeting with Alvaron?
Friday at 2.
No, Friday's no good. Let's do Monday instead. And one mock-up isn't going to be enough. I'd like to show him 3 choices.
By Monday?
By Monday. I dread to think what they called me after that performance. Don't get me wrong. Bossing people around is one way to get things done. But at what cost? Resentment? Low morale? It rarely, if ever, inspires people to want to follow you, to want to come to work, to want to do a good job. Eventually, I began to realize that playing the dictator had a downside. It inspired talented people to go running for the exits. So, what's the alternative? Watch. Hey Marcus, how's it going?
Hi Jim, good. We got a request for a rush order and I'm trying to figure out if we can do it.
Anything I can do to help?
Well, I'm trying to find out how much lead time we need for 2 of our suppliers.
Ask Mike down in purchasing, he would know.
Thanks. I'm also gonna need to expedite a couple of purchase orders. Any chance you could talk to accounting? They might be a little more responsive to you.
Sure, just send me an email with the details and I'll call them.
That would be a big help.
If they don't respond, just let me know.
I will, thanks.
Now I try to be more of a facilitator. The way I see it is, they don't work for me. I work for them and with them. My job is to ensure that people have the information, the resources, and support they need to do their jobs. Now, I know there's a strong temptation, especially when you've just been put in charge of a group you don't know, to want to assert your leadership, start giving orders. But believe me, you'll have far more success if you take time to get to know who and what you're dealing with first. Listen before you leap. No, I'm looking at it right now. I know what you're talking about. No, next week at the earliest. I also had this crazy idea that people need a sense of security. It was my job to protect them from any dark clouds that might distract them from doing their jobs.
Hi Jim, how's it going?
Hang on. Great, Beth. How are you?
I'm okay. When can I get the quarterly report?
You'll have it today.
And have you heard any news on the status of the Higgins account? Is it a done deal or what?
Yeah, you know, last I heard, everybody's on board. We got the deal all sewn up.
So mid-June is still a good time for me to take my vacation week. I need to book reservations.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, thanks.
I didn't exactly lie. I mean, I really wanted all those answers to be true. The problem was, they weren't true. It took me 3 days to get her the information she needed. The Higgins account was a mess, and to save it, she ended up having to give up her vacation week. In the end, my empty promises and half-truths turned out to have an unintended consequence. Nobody trusted me. And you don't follow someone you don't trust.
Oh, Jim. Hey, what's going on with the Fisterman project? Is it on? Is it off? What's up?
Actually, it's looking like they're going to delay it for another 6 weeks.
Really? Wow. Well, maybe I'll start catching up on back orders until it's a solid go, huh?
I would.
Thanks.
You don't have to protect people from the truth. People do their jobs better when they're in the loop. Share information, and don't optimistically promise everybody the world. Be realistic. Make your word worth something. And finally, big picture, live up to the same ethical standards you expect everyone else to abide by. You set the tone by your own example. It's not what you say that people follow. It's what you do. Another area I was challenged by was drawing the line between their job and mine.
I used this green background because I thought it gave a sort of natural feel that lets this font really pop out. And as red is the complementary color, I was thinking we could use any number one of these shades right here.
Deborah, I disagree. I mean, to me, green is just off-putting. And this font, I'm sorry, it just looks like you're yelling.
This is one of our standard fonts. The other reports...
Hey, come on, Deborah. Think outside the box. And where's that book of font samples you've got?
Here.
All right. Let's just take a look, all right? Oh, we'll see right here. I like this one. What do you think?
It's your call.
Yeah, I think definitely. Just after about 6 months of that, I found I was doing everyone's job for them. 2 problems with that. 1, I wasn't taking advantage of their knowledge and talent. And 2, I was wearing myself out. Well, that changed. Allow me to demonstrate. Lucy, how's the design coming on the webpage?
Good. You want to take a look?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I took all the clutter off the homepage and tried to keep it looking very clean and neat.
One concern, though. Do the special offers work better when they're on the homepage? Just asking.
I don't know, because I was focused on saving load time.
And I think that's good. But I'd also like to see its effect on sales. Could you run this by the marketing department before you make your final decision?
I will. Thanks.
Now, I let people do their jobs. My job is to make sure they understand where they're going. Once people are clear on what the goals and the issues are, they usually come up with pretty good ideas all by themselves. Which isn't to say that they never drop the ball. I believed that a leader's job was to keep the pressure on. Accepting anything less than perfection only bred mediocrity. All right, listen up, everybody. I just got in the sales figures from last month, and we're up by 2%.
All right.
Not all right. The Northeast Division is up 5%, which leads me to believe that they're doing something we're not. I want to meet this afternoon to discuss bringing these numbers up.
Can you believe this? I killed myself to get those numbers.
They started calling me Dr. Doom. But did my endless criticism inspire anyone to follow me? Would you follow someone if no matter what you did, it wasn't good enough? I wouldn't. I'd figure, why bother? This guy is never going to be happy. Endless negative criticism only demoralizes people. So, what's the alternative? Sharon.
Hi, Jim.
I talked to Stuart this morning about the scheduling problem.
Is everything okay?
Everything is great. Really good job reassuring him that we were on top of it. Thanks to you, the whole situation remained under control. Good work.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
And thanks to you two, we are now 2 weeks ahead of schedule on the program upgrade. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Now my philosophy is, tell people what they're doing right. Find opportunities to let them know that their hard work is noticed and appreciated. If other people happen to overhear me, all the better. Understand, I'm not saying be phony. Praise needs to be genuine and directed at specific accomplishments. Believe me, they're out there. It's just, if you're only focused on what's going wrong, you tend to overlook what's going right. Of course, things still do occasionally go wrong. I used to believe that the way to eliminate mistakes was to make an example out of the people who made them. Carl! What is up with this order?
What do you mean?
A 45% discount? What were you thinking?
Well, that's 30% year-end special plus 15% quantity discount, right?
Wrong. Since when do we combine discounts? Anything below 30%, we're losing money.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry does not solve the problem.
It won't happen again.
Better not. I felt better. Unfortunately, nobody else did. Shocking news. People don't like working for a screaming, abusive jerk. Humiliating someone does not fix mistakes. What it does do is sow the seeds of deep felt resentment, and not just in the person you humiliated, but also in the people who had to witness it. One way or another, they'll get back at you. So, what do? Mistakes happen. They always have and they always will. But rather than use them as an excuse to vent my frustration, I now use them as an opportunity.
Hey, Jim, you want to see me?
Oh, hi, Fred. Come on in. Close the door.
So what's up?
Well, I wanted to ask you about a phone conversation you recently had with one of our suppliers. Do you remember? First, discuss mistakes calmly and in private. Make it clear what exactly the problem is. Get their version of the story. Then, have them help figure out a solution. Get them thinking and talking about how they might handle it differently next time. No accusations, no public beatings. As we all know from experience, mistakes can be great teachers. Take advantage of them as a perfect opportunity to help people get better at what they do. Let's see, what have I left out? Oh, making decisions. I believed I was made leader because I knew more than they did. Hence, it was my duty to make all the decisions. Okay, first off, I figured out a way to fix the billing system. Take a look at these. Pass that down.
But, I thought we were going to discuss this.
Oh, there's no need. I've already looked into it, and this is definitely the way to go.
What about Deborah's idea to set up electronic billing?
Electronic billing is really not all it's cracked up to be. There's hidden costs, there's software conflicts, security issues. Here, why don't you just take a look at this article?
Excuse me, Jim. Are you aware that 2 of our top 3 competitors offer electronic billing? And this article, it's 2 years old.
Yeah, Jim, you know, there's some software that's come out that's great that seems to solve a lot of these constant security issues, so.
I'm sorry. I've already looked into this. Let's move on. Maybe I was right. Maybe I was wrong. But it didn't matter because I failed to involve the people around me in the decision-making process. As a result, my plan, good or bad, got sabotaged at every turn. Eventually, it finally hit me. If I were them, would I follow me? Would I get 100% behind a decision if I felt my opinion didn't matter? Today, I still make decisions, but what I don't do is operate like a know-it-all. I listen, I ask questions, I take advantage of their knowledge and experience. Now, if you'll excuse me. Good morning, everyone. Where are we at?
Well, Marcus was just going over a snag he's run into on the Highland account.
Oh yeah, they can be a tough crowd, I know.
Yeah, they're not happy with the terms, but I've come up with some alternate options.
Oh great, let's hear what you got. Okay, I admit it. I started off on the wrong foot. But I bet that no matter what business you're in, no matter what level you're at, you're still clinging to some of the same wrong-headed ideas that I had. Here's a suggestion. The next time that you're out in the trenches, leading people, put yourself in their place and ask yourself, would I follow me? Well, I need them before then. Is that a problem?
Don't be a dictator. Instead, make sure we have what we need to do our jobs.
Yeah, last I heard, everybody's on board.
Be honest. Share information. Keep your word. Live by the same standards you hold us to.
Oh, well, this one's nice. I like this one. What do you think?
Don't do our job for us. Help us define what the goals and issues are and let us work it out from there.
The Northeast Division is up 5%, which leads me to believe that they're doing something we're not.
Don't focus on what we're doing wrong. Focus on what we're doing right.
A 45% discount? What were you thinking?
Don't embarrass us. Use mistakes as a golden opportunity to make us better at what we do.
I figured out a way to fix the billing system.
Include us. We're more likely to support a decision we feel a part of.
In the end, what makes a great leader is the ability to inspire people to follow you, not just superficially, but genuinely, with their hearts and minds. Respect people's ideas, their talents, their perspectives. Strive to become a leader who can honestly say, yes, I would follow me,